मैं पूछ लेती हूँ, रुक जा एक बार। मतलब जैसे वहां से हाँ वो आएगा। हाँ ठीक है। अर्पणा सीक्वेंस नोट करो। साथ में है क्या? हेलो हेलो। Good afternoon to one and all. We are about to begin with our valedictory ceremony. So please make yourselves comfortable, and I remind you to keep your cell phones on silent mode. We are just about to begin with our session. So as a start with the event, I request respected registrar sir to escort the guests to the dais, please. I request the dignitaries on the dais to kindly take the position on the dais. Chief guest, Dr. A.K. Nayak, Mr. M.K. Badapanda, Mr. M.P.S. Chawla, Mr. Akhilesh Tripathi, Dr. Neha Gupta, Dr. Vaishali Joshi, along with Mr. Siddharth S. Shankar, the Registrar of Symbiosis. Ladies and gentlemen, Brain Tracy once said, your talent determines what you can do, your motivation determines how much you're willing to do, and your attitude determines how well you do it. Last 2 days at Symbiosis have been a captivating journey into the realm of research filled with a wealth, knowledge, and profound understanding. It has been a comprehensive package of learnings that will undoubtedly accompany us on our future endeavors. Esteemed Chief Guest, Dr. A.K. Nayak, Pro Chancellor, the Global Open University, Nagaland, Guest of Honor, Mr. Akhilesh Tripathi, Scientist at RR-CAT, Indore, Guest of Honor, Dr. M.K. Badapanda, Senior Scientist at RR-CAT, Indore, Guest of Honor, Mr. M.P.S. Chawla, Treasurer, IEEE MP Section, Mr. Siddharth Shankar, Registrar, Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences, Dr. Neha Gupta, Convener, Conference Chair, Dr. Vaishali Joshi, Convener of the conference, treasured invitees of the conference, revered faculty colleagues, and of course, our vivacious students. I, Dr. Indira Sharma, on behalf of Symbiosis Fraternity and IEEE, extend a warm welcome to the valedictory ceremony of third IEEE Flagship International Conference on ICT BIG 2023. Flowers make people better and more helpful. They are sunshine, food, and medicine to the soul. With these lines, may I request Dr. Durgesh Mishra to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. A.K. Nayak, Pro Chancellor, the Global Open University, Nagaland, with a sapling. Thank you, sir. Up next, I request Sir. Thank you, sir. Up next, I request Dr. Devendra Chauhan to welcome, admire Dr. M.K. Badapanda, Senior Scientist at RR-CAT, Indore, with a sapling. Thank you, sir. Further, I request Dr. Indrajit Kumar to welcome revered Mr. Akhilesh Tripathi, Scientist at RR-CAT, Indore, with a sapling. In line, I request Dr. Ajit Tomar to welcome esteemed Mr. MPS Chawla, Treasurer, IEEE MP section with a sapling. Up next, I request Mr. Brajesh Srivas. I request Dr. Ankit to welcome our own registrar, sir, with a sapling. Ankit Saxena, sir, Dr. Ankit Saxena, sir, to welcome our own registrar, sir, with a sapling. Further, I invite Ms. Shruti Jain to welcome Dr. Neha Gupta, conference convener, with a sapling. Now I call upon Dr. Anupama Agarwal to welcome Dr. Vaishali Joshi, conference convener, with a sapling. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Dias. You can kindly take your seats. So, ladies and gentlemen, a smile is a universal welcome, and here we welcome all our dignitaries to the occasion. Moving ahead, as a part of tradition and a formal start, let me now take the privilege to invite Mr. Siddharth Shankar, Registrar at Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences, for opening speech.
Dignitaries on the dais, fellow faculty colleagues, participants from all across the country and the world. I feel privileged to be here and speaking in front of you all. These are all stalwarts of IT industry. Nayak sir is the founding member of, I would say, IT industry in India. And I know him from last 10, 12 years. And the people who have come in here in person and online also, I've been told that there are around 12 countries participated in this event. And I would like to congratulate Dr. Durgesh and the team of School of CSIT and the students for this great conference which has been organized. I would like to have a great round of applause for them. Great efforts from everyone. Now, any conference which has been organized, the first and foremost criteria to make it a successful event is that number of papers which has been received. Now, around 750 papers were received, and out of which they were very tough in this. They rejected around 500 papers. So they selected around 250 papers. That was cutoff was around 30%. So this was again a remarkable achievement by the school. And I would like to thank IEEE, then University of Namibia, Science and Technology, and UNESCO for this collaboration. And a special thanks to IEEE and the members who have been present here to make this event a grand successful and giving Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences a chance to organize this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a great start. So, a pessimist complains about the wind, an optimist tries to change it, and a leader adjusts the sails. The sails for this particular notion were adjusted by a person who is not only a great motivation to all of us, but a visionary and a person who gave us the belief to bring together this event. She is none other than our conference convener, Madam Dr. Vaishali Joshi. May I take the privilege to invite Dr. Vaishali to present the conference summary. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, ma'am. My warm greetings to all the dignitaries on the dais and the August gathering. I am very proud to present to you the outcome and result of IEEE Flagship International Conference ICT BIG 2023, held on 8th and 9th December 2023 in Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences Indore campus. This conference is a flagship conference of IEEE Computer Society chapter and IEEE Madhya Pradesh section in association with UNESCO Chair on Secured High Performance Computing for Higher Education and Research, Namibia University of Science and Technology, NUST, Namibia. The conference was initiated in August 2023 and a 4-member publication committee comprising of Dr. Durgesh Mishra sir, Dr. Vivek Tiwari sir, and Dr. Manish Dikshit sir was formed along with Chairman IEEE MP Section India, Dr. G.S. Tomar. The publication committee identified subject expertise globally, took approval of their willingness to support the conference and formed an IEEE advisory committee comprising of 52 members, pan-India, and a general advisory committee with over 100 members from around the globe. This event attracted over 85 participants in person and more than 215 participants over online platform. The main aim of this conference was to bring together leading academicians, researchers, technocrats, practitioners, and students to exchange and share their experience and research outputs. It facilitated the researchers with a platform to showcase their original research contributions. Researchers from all around the world were invited to share their work in all areas of information and communication technologies and its application in field of engineering and management, but not limited to the conference tracks. The committee finalized 5 themes that included artificial intelligence, machine learning, cybersecurity, IoT, and application of ICT in management. The conference preparations started with the call for papers. Out of 750 submitted papers, 255 were accepted for oral presentations, and all made its way to the conference proceedings. Accepted research papers have been compiled and edited in the form of conference proceedings to be submitted to IEEE for publication in IEEE Explore. We have maintained double-blinded peer review process to select the high-quality research articles. We used Microsoft CMT platform, CMT tool, conference management tool, and we thank Microsoft for the same. The papers were reviewed by a good number of reviewers, around 565 reviewers all over the globe. The summary captures 2 days program, including inaugural session, keynote addresses, and paper presentations, which took place from 8th to 9th December 2023 in online and offline mode. The first day of the conference started with the inaugural session with a presidential address by Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir Dr. Prithvi Yadav and conference briefing by Dr. Durgesh Mishra Sir, General Chair ICT BIG 2023 and Professor Director School of CSIT Symbiosis University. This was followed by the addresses of Dr. Dharam Singh, Professor of Computer Science and UNESCO Chairholder on Secure High Performance Computing for Higher Education and Research, established at Namibia University of Science and Technology. Address by Dr. A.K. Nayak, Pro-Chancellor, the Global Open University, Nagaland. Address by Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi, Director General, NEELIT. Address by Mrs. Janak Palta Ma'am, Padma Shri Awardee and Founder Director of Jimmy McGilligan Center for Sustainable Development. We missed Dr. G.S. Tomar during the inaugural session. After this, we released the book of abstract by dignitaries. This followed keynote talk by Dr. Y.N. Singh Sir, Professor and Head IIT Kanpur, Mr. Ramesh Chandak, Principal Technical Program Manager, Princeton, New Jersey, United States. The technical sessions followed the inaugural session and the main keynote lectures. The 2-day conference comprised of 5 tracks, including AI, ML, cybersecurity, IoT, and ICT, application of ICT in management. The theme ICT in business, industry, and government was divided into 14 parallel sessions in order to accommodate the large number of presentations. Each session had esteemed chairpersons from Pan India and a co-chair, internal co-chair, who were expert in the domain. Each author was given 8 minutes to present the paper, which was followed by a question and answer session of 2 minutes. The conference was structured to foster discussion between participants. The day 2 was started with keynote address by Mr. Anadi Upadhyay from Oracle USA, Dr. Kapil Tiwari, Amazon, Dr. Nitin Naik, UK, Dr. Mursal Davodi from Japan, Dr. Hina Iqbal, Afghanistan, Dr. Javed Ahmed Bakhtash from Afghanistan. As analogous to first day, the technical sessions followed the keynote lectures. This was all about the conference. We look forward to such overwhelming participation from authors and continuous support from IEEE in future also to host such conferences. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your summary indeed reflects the conference to be a successful one with so many sessions and presentations. Ma'am has referred a name, Dr. J.S. Tomar. Sir was supposed to join us offline, face to face, but due to some unavoidable conditions, sir could not join. Thank you so much, sir, that you have joined us online. Now I request Dr. J.S. Tomar to address the August gathering. Sir, please.
Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
My great honor to Honorable Naik, sir. And it's really sorry I could not be in person with you. And my colleagues, Dr. Badapanda, NPS Chavla, sir, Dr. Durgesh Misra, and all other dignitaries, plus attendee of this validatory session. In fact, when you organize some conferences, this validatory section is always for feedbacks. So we should not have much explanation of all other things. In fact, whatever feedback we give from attendees, or whether it's online or offline, that should be taken into consideration for next conference to be more successful. I know very well that Dr. Durgesh is so experienced, so things would have been in that right direction. But still, I observe few things which should be taken into consideration. And the major thing is time of presentation. Because as per IEEE, because being chair of section, it is my duty to inform you, not for this, then for next conference, that IEEE doesn't allow less than 15 minutes for any presentation. It is 15 to 20 minutes, and the minimum is 15 minutes. And those things are taken very seriously. So on some papers, if some where you are giving TPQ or TQS report to IEEE, if you mention 8 minutes, your proceedings will not be published. So that has to be taken very seriously and need to look into this issue. Another thing, that participants, those who come, they need to have more and more interaction, because these conferences are meant for creating good community of researchers, by which when we go out of this venue, we need to have some communications, so that the knowledge which we learn or share for a few hours can prolong for years together, by which we can have more and more rigorous feedback and rigorous interaction, so good outcome is available for the society. And that is what theme is for always for conferences, that new things come in conferences, and journals have for old things. So whatever comes in your mind, put it in conference, take feedback, whether it's a good or bad. If it is published, is available to the world to comment. And if it is not published, if it is rejected, then it is you to take note of, and then try for those improvements, and then put it to next conference or journal. That is what, so these conferences are in fact mandatory for our academics. even if it is not somewhere, what happens, so many universities are there, though they do not give the conference papers much weightage. But don't think for those universities, those do not give weightage to conferences, but you think of major things and major universities and good universities which always admire conference papers better than general papers. So it's really wonderful to hear that good amount of papers were there, and having parallel session or 14 parallel session is not easy task. So really it is wonderful, and I thank you for inviting me, and good luck for next series. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. IEEE flagship conference without the address of Chairman IEEE is incomplete, sir. Thanks to technology that you joined us. It was indeed important information shared by you. For the upcoming conferences, we shall certainly keep all this in the mind. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, when you focus on being blessings, God makes sure that you are always blessed in abundance. With these lines, let me take the privilege to introduce our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. MPS Chawla. Sir currently holds the position of Treasurer at IEEE MP section. Sir holds a master's degree in electronics from SGS ITS Indore in the year 1992 and has received gold medals for his academic excellence. He was appointed as Associated Editor-in-Chief Chair at Blue Eyes Intelligence, Engineering and Science Publications. His area of research includes power electronics, devices, intelligence instrumentations, biomedical engineering, signal processing, advanced instrumentation systems, soft computing, higher order statistical techniques, and control systems, etc. So without much ado, let me invite Mr. MPS Chawla to share his wisdom with us. Sir, please.
Good evening, all respected dignitaries on the dais, participants of the dais, fellow colleagues. Now, yesterday we had a small speech that was on the left-hand side. Now, today it is on the right-hand side. So, rightly, we will talk about the conference only. Yesterday, there was a change of environment required. Now, left and right side makes a change. So, it was a wonderful conference which was organized. And congratulations to Durgesh Mishra sir and Symbiosis University. And obviously, thanks to CSI and IEEE for sponsoring this. And we should not take much time because time doesn't permit us. But if somebody asks me ki what is the kami in this conference, I would say, koi kami nahi, yahi kami thi. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your presence has actually made the difference, and that has helped us to achieve the success. Thank you so much. You cannot change your future, but you can change your habits, and surely your habits will change your future. With this word, I take the privilege to introduce guest of honor, Dr. M.K. Badapanda, sir. Sir is Vice Chairman IEEE MP Section and Senior Scientist at Raja Ramanna Center of Advanced Technology, RRCAT, Indore. Sir has received his Bachelor of Technology degree in Electrical Engineering from Veer Surendra Sai University of Technology, Burla, Orissa in the year 1988. Masters in Technology degree with specialization in Electrical Engineering and Indian Institute of Technology, BHU, Varanasi in the year 1990, and PG Diploma in Business Administration with double specializations in Marketing Management and International Trade from International Institute of Management Science, Kolkata in the year 1999. Sir started his professional career with Diesel Locomotive Works at Varanasi, Ministry of Indian Railways, Government of India in the year 1991. At present, he is working as Senior Scientist Officer H and Head RF Power Supplies Section at RRCAT Indore, a premier research development organization under Department of Atomic Energy, Government of India. US and Indian patents on high voltage DC power supply for high power radio frequency amplifiers are on his credit. These patents are a part of Make in India and Made for World initiative of Government of India. He has published nearly 100 papers in peer-reviewed journals and conferences. Sir is associated with various societies and associations such as Indian National Academy of Engineering, the Institution of Engineers, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, Vice Chair IEEE Madhya Pradesh Section, and Chair IEEE Power Electronics Society Chapter. Chair IEEE Industrial Electronics Society Chapter, and Chair IEEE Industry Relations Committee of MP Section. He has received several awards, which includes awards for excellence in science from Department of Atomic Energy, Engineering and Technology for 4 consecutive years, that is 2008, 2013, 2016, and 2017 respectively. Research Excellence Award from Institution of Engineers, Technologist of the Year by IEEE India Council by year in the year 2023. The list is enormous, ladies and gentlemen. So let's invite Dr. Bada Panda to share his experience and wisdom with us. Let's put your hands together for Mr. Panda.
Good evening, madam, for a nice introduction. Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Yeah. Good evening to distinguished guests on the dais, Dr. Nayak, Dr. Joshi, Mr. Dr. Joshi, and Dr. Ieee, Register Sir, and Dr. Chawla, Tripathi, and then Gupta madam. So it is, and of course, on all they are on the dais and on the audience side, I find so many distinguished people, and most of them are my own IEEE people, which to whom I met recently. So, and I also all the students and faculty from the Symbiosis Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences, Indore. It is a very nice campus I saw for the first time in this year. And all the organizing committee members for arranging such a nice international conference on this ICT BIG to 2023. So, and of course, IEEE Computer Society Madhya Pradesh section, and they have played a big role headed by Dr. Misra and all those. So, and finally, all ladies and gentlemen sitting here. First of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee to inviting me in this forum and to present a forum in this validated section as a guest of honor, for which I am grateful. So I find in these conferences, so many lectures are there, so many lectures, so many deliberations are there by experts in their own field. I hope it might have created a good image in front of the participant. Good participant might have been benefited nicely in this event, and such events should be, I think we should encourage all such type of event. It will help in future in networking, and again in future collaboration efforts and all those. So those aspects that we encourage. Now IEEE always encourage such kind of things. So it is a great thing here. And I see that things have been arranged very nicely, for which we are grateful. So let us hope for the in future we will conduct such thing, and we are always with you from the side. This is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your blessings and your best wishes will certainly help us to canvass certain other conferences in the future, sir. Thank you so much. Moving ahead, we have with us determined, learned, and area expert, vibrant Mr. Akhilesh Tripathi as guest of honor to the occasion. Sir is scientist at RRCAT Indore, working in the field of power supplies for RF amplifiers, associated control interlock systems, and RF technologies. He joined RRCAT Indore in 2008 after graduating from BARC, Bhabha Atomic Research Center Training School. He has published many articles in reputed journals and conferences. He is senior member of IEEE and vice chair of Web Development Committee of IEEE Madhya Pradesh section. He is also secretary of PELS and IES chapter of IEEE MP section. I request Mr. Akhilesh Tripathi to address the August gathering. Let's put your hands together for Mr. Akhilesh.
Good evening, everyone. With eminent guest presence on the dais, Dr. Nayak sir, Dr. Bada Panda sir, Chawla sir, and everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate every participants for making this conference a successful conference, especially Dr. Misra sir and Symbiosis University for organizing this ICTB conference. I have learned that around 709 papers, if I'm correct, are submitted to this conference. And I hope that all the participants have a chance to meet with their peers and discuss technologies associated with this conference, etc. And yeah, I hope such kind of conferences should be organized at regular intervals. So best of luck to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance, and being ignorant leads to disasters. Thus, opinion matters a lot, and one must note the opinions of all for all possible corrections, which are leading to more perfections and achievements. We at Symbiosis believe that constructive feedback is essential for continuous improvement, and your insights will help us to enhance future events. Thus, let us quickly listen to the feedback by some of our participants and guests. For the same, I keep it an open forum. Anybody who wish to join us for the feedback are welcome. Mr. Kapil Tripathi, would you like to give a feedback? Yeah, Kapil Tiwari, sir. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I think for me, these conferences always I feel that academia has a big role to play in terms of what the future of the technology should be, right? Because I think as a corporate people usually are too busy to deliver things for customers, right? And sometimes like it's all about like meeting deadlines and making things happen for the customer. But I think the holistic solutions always and always comes from the academy. And I believe the conferences like this are going to help people, customers, society to actually do better. And I would say that like 700 people, I would say that like just 300 coming out of it sees the quality of it. But at the same time, I think a lot of people coming together and sharing ideas and people like us getting benefited out of it, that I will take definitely some learning back to my office to actually make things better. So I believe like these kind of things should happen more, quite often. And I believe like this conference should happen maybe within a year. So thank you so much, everyone, for participating here. And thank you so much for inviting me. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. I request if Mr. Ashish would like to share his feedback.
Thank you, madam. This is my first conference, which attracts me a lot in the three words. That is I, industry, B, business, and T, technology. In these three words, I would say everything is comprises in a simple, great contour. That is, I never seen that how the technology can be inbuilt in the business. I learned a lot. Really, I took a 20 papers as a session share. Most of the papers are presented by the MBA holders, businessmen, and they are learning a technology. They are trying to inbuild the technology in the business. So this conference definitely boosts up the confidence of the all business or administration people to do their work with the technology, because this is industry 5.0 is started, if I'm not wrong, Industry 4.0 is going to finish. So, sir, you have started the revolution in the terms of IBT. So thank you so much for inviting me as a session chair in this conference. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Not just giving for the feedback, but yesterday's song and the enthusiasm that you generated during the cultural eve. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, the fragrance of flowers spread only in the direction of wind, but the goodness of a person is spread in all the directions. The lines fit to our honorable chief guest, Dr. A.K. Nayak. Sir currently holds the position of Pro-Chancellor in the Global Open University, Nagaland, and advisor of IIBM Group of Institutions, Patna. In almost 4 decades of his professional career, Sir has held many positions such as Director and Professor at Indian Institute of Business Management, Pune, Patna, National President of Computer Society of India, President of ICT Section of Indian Science Congress Association, Chairman of Indian Society for Technical Education Bihar, Jharkhand section, are to name a few. Professor Nayak is a part of various esteemed societies and associations such as Computer Society of India, International Society for Research and Development, UK, United Writer Association, National Association of Computer Educators and Trainers are to name a few. Sir is associated with the academic programs of more than 40 universities and a council member of Board of Studies, Governing Council and school boards of several universities. Sir has 12 books, 9 edited books and 162 research papers on his credit. Sir has been honored and felicitated by many international and national awards, which includes Dr. Abdul Kalam Gold Medal Award, 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards, Distinguished IT Professor Award, Times Icon of Bihar, Bihar Bharati Award are to name a few. Also, his biography has been published in 7 international directories. The list of achievements and accomplishments to his credit are enormous, and I'm falling short of words to showcase his outstanding contribution to the world. So without further delay, I humbly request Honorable Sir to address the August gathering and share his experience with us.
The Honorable President of IEEE Madhya Pradesh section, my friend Dr. G.S. Tomar Sahib in his absentia, the Honorable and respected Vice President of the IEEE Society, Dr. M.K. Balpanda Sahib, who is present here and a very senior scientist in the RRCAT, the active and dynamic and vibrant treasurer of the IEEE Madhya Pradesh section, my old colleague, and having the relation more than 10 to 12 years, Dr. M.P.S. Chawlaji, the noted scientist of RRCAT, Dr. Tiwari ji, as well as the main authority, administrative authority of this great campus, Symbiosis campus, Honorable Registrar, Dr. Siddharth Shankar ji, and 3 dynamic and vibrant conveners of this great conference, Vaishali ma'am, Neha ma'am, and Indira ma'am, and other conveners. And at last, my dearest and nearest, the center point of organizing this conference, as the general chairman of this conference, a true researcher, true professor, my dearest younger brother, who has worked with me since last 13 to 14 years in different societies, he is Dr. Durgesh Mishra. I can compliment. ना सूरज का बिना सुबह होता है, ना सूरज का बिना सुबह होता है, ना चांद का बिना रात होता है, ना चांद का बिना रात होता है, ना बादल का बिना बरसात होता है, ना हर व्यक्ति विशेष को सिम्बोसिस में भाग लेने का, पढ़ने का मौका मिलता है. Symbiosis is a brand. It is one of the best brand in India. There is no doubt. ना हर संस्थान में दुर्गेश मिश्रा जैसे रिसर्चर जैसे ऑर्गेनाइजर मिलता है. Yesterday I have already told. One day he was telling that I am his mentor and he was feeling proud to associate with me. But yesterday I have already told. Nowadays I am feeling proud to be associated with a Durgesh. जैसे हर पिता को ये तमन्ना रहता है अपना ओल्ड एज में अपना नाम पर वो नहीं जाना जाता चाहिए, रादर इसका पुत्र का नाम पर जाना चाहिए. हर सही शिक्षक का ये तमन्ना रहता है इनका प्रत्येक शिष्य इनसे और यशस्वी बने और ऊंचाई को प्राप्त किए रहे. एंड दुर्गेश ये सब लाइन को क्रॉस कर दिया. And organizing this great conference at this great university, and this is the third international conference on information communication technology in business, industry, and government, in which I have the continuous attendee of all the three conferences. I can particularly mention what Durgesh has told yesterday. These three areas, business, industry, and government, can be considered as a Trimurti for the growth of any nation, for empowerment of any nation, that cannot be imagined and dreamed without the growth of the three components. हम बोलते हैं a country can be empowered if it is well educated. The country can be empowered if it is having the smart infrastructure. A country can be empowered if it is has the sound industries. A country can be empowered if it is having the smart enterprises. A country can be empowered if its people are internet energized and IT literate. And a country can be empowered if its people are having the high expectation and high dreams. If you have a high dream, then you can try to translate into the action. If you dream is to achieve 100, then you can achieve 50. But if you have a dream of achieving 30, then what much you will be achieving? That is not my concept, that's also concept of our beloved Prime Minister in 2015. Very ambitious project when he has launched Digital India, Make in India, Startup India, Stand Up India, and having a परिकल्पना of एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत, a भारत विश्व गुरु का रूप में जाना जाना चाहिए. It's not a small thing. People are telling a country like India, where 1.4 billion populations are there, where 69% of the people are living in the rural area, and Mahatma Gandhi what has told, the real soul of the India epitomizes in the rural areas, lies in the rural areas. Unless we are having the smart rural masses, unless we are having the rural empowerment, India cannot be empowered. For which this vision, Digital India has started, with a vision and purpose of to make the best utilization of the digital resources available in the country, to provide the services at the doorstep of each citizen and each household, and to provide and to make the citizens of India digitally empowered, which is a quite challenging task. People are telling that it cannot be possible. But unless this dream has been seen by and thought by our beloved Prime Minister, today at what stage we have been advanced, that could not be possible. ये नहीं होता है कुछ ड्रीम होने. हम मानते हैं till today India has been 40% only computer literate. Till today we have not achieved the general literacy. 2011 we are having 74.4% of the general literacy. As this census report 21 has not completely come, it might be going to 80 to 90, somehow in the 80 to 85 to 90%. And we are having the new education policy has been framed for that purpose. 2 crores of the students are becoming the school dropout every year. And what the new education policy tells that by 2030, the school dropout should be 0. That means we can have the gross enrollment ratio in the school should be 100%. And so far as the gross enrollment ratio in the higher education is concerned, till today we are having the They are about 27 point something so far as the higher education gross enrollment ratio is concerned. But we have a target in the new education policy to achieve it up to 50%, the gross enrollment ratio in the higher education by 2035. If you don't keep a target, if you don't have a dream, then how can you try to realize it? How can you try to translate into the action so that something can be achieved? That is very much essential. We must have to see the dream. So when I'm talking of so many things in this context, because we know very well, now the business are becoming more smarter. We are having the smart business. We don't have the localized business. We are having the global business. When the global business concept is there, everybody might be feeling the importance of the information and communication technology. Without the real application and practical application of this cannot be thought. So one day we are talking of the simple database, then the RDBMS, relational database, all these things we are taking. But today we are working with the big data, structured, unstructured, semi-structured data, and we will have to count all of them and to make the processing and velocity should have to enhance. That is why we are taking the help of the business intelligence, because it is the purpose to give the right information to the right person at the right time to take the right decision. So this velocity enhancement should be there. That is why we have used the particular artificial intelligence, which is a very old development in 1956, but remained in the cold storage for 40 years. And after when the data analytics concept was very much required, at that time we thought of using the artificial intelligence, and that format used in the business analytics, that is the business intelligence. So we came from artificial intelligence to business intelligence, computational intelligence. Today we are talking of the emotional intelligence, can have the capacity to study the emotion, and we are going to having to simulate the minds of the human and animal by using the cognitive science, etc. I have told. This we are going to that, and we can be able to teach. So similarly, so far as industry is concerned, as Dukesh has told, these are the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar. Really it is like that, industry is concerned. But we cannot have the traditional culture of the industry. Nowadays, we are talking of the smart industries where machine can talk with the machine, where one component will be talking with another component. Suppose the material machine involved in the material supply of the materials, it can communicate to the machine involved with the production that after a certain time the material is going to be adjusted, so you will have to stop your operation. All these things will be happening. And that cannot be possible without the information communication technology, where we are considering the IoT application as the boon at the center point of all these things. Not only that, and due to that, and what is the volume of data is increasing in such a way. Now we had you see the concept before 75 years back, that bytes and kilobyte, we came to megabyte, we came to gigabyte, we came to terabyte, we came to petabyte, we came to exabyte, and today in the cloud environment and taking of the tackling the IoT and all these things, we are using the petabyte concept. More than 60 billions of the devices have been interconnected today, and we are using around 50 zettabytes of the storage. And what this tells that the amount of volume of space what we are using, even if the whole world population, 7.7 billion population today, and their human resources, human related databases, if you consider, so that is even require less amount of space than the amount what is being required for the IoT applications, that is the connecting of the more than 50 billion of devices. And we virtualize that what will happen, we visualize by 2030, more than 500 billion devices will be interconnected to the internet, where we will be using the terabyte. But love 2 to the power 10 to the power 30, the memory unit will be there. Today, so zettabyte 10 to the power 21. Imagine one with 21 zero. And what things, how the technology is going in such a rapid way. And yesterday I had also given a highlight of the quantum computing. Once quantum computing will replace this classical computing, the things will be definitely changed. And there will be no much concern so far as the security and privacy is concerned. It is becoming, because when more number of users are using a technology, so definitely there is the chances of the security lapse, there is the chances of the privacy lapse. And that is why with the big cloud computing environment, big data environment, we are having the collaborative computing concept, cloud computing concept, multi-locations, multi-data center, all these things. But when we will be using a quantum computing, yesterday I have already given a hint, a quantum register will be having the capability to store 2 to the power n capacity of a classical register, and a quantum PC will be able and capable to replace 2 to the power n number of ordinary PCs. And if it will come into the use, then what will happen? You see that with the number of locations for tackling the huge database will be reduced, so that it will optimize the challenges and the threats that is happening due to the quantum security. So we'll have to go in that direction. I've already told that we'll having the technology that will convert the energy into the matters also. If you think somebody and want to talk with somebody, that virtual image of that person will be available before us, and he will be standing before us, and by the virtual reality, everything will be possible. By the image processing, he will be capable to see, and by the voice synthesis, is capable to talk, and all these things will happen. So that is the thing, that all utilization the smart industries are required, and government that you know very well, but still will have to achieve a lot of things. I have told only 40% computer literacy today. When I'm talking of the computer literacy, a citizen will be computer literate. It doesn't mean that every person should take a laptop and make the programming, nothing like that. A farmer is computer literate, IT literate, if he is able and capable to know what is the utilization of information communication technology for his particular purposes. That means if he can acquire the knowledge from the ICT application, or for the community service center which is there in their campus, that regarding the climate, regarding the rainfall, regarding the seed selection, regarding the soil selection, then we can tell that farmer is IT literate. That is the requirement. And this country is having so many persons, and you know, we are having 25 crores of the families in the country, and every family do know the mother can be considered as the central point. If we really want to make every citizen IT literate, first we will have to make the 25 crores of the mothers in the 25 crores of the family IT literate. Then the whole society will be literate, IT literate. Mother literacy is very much required. That is why you do have a lot of schemes so far as the women empowerment is concerned. And what is the massive use? Because how to explore, particularly the student community who are sitting here, I am tell. And what is the big challenges for us today, that will really create a lot of ample opportunities for all of them in the future, so that they can find the scope and employment scope also. Yesterday I have told one day, it was not so easy to make 1.4 billion people slightly literate, because India is a country which is having the heterogeneous characters. It is a country where 69% people are staying in the villages, 31% in the cities. It is a country where but 739 districts. It's a country where 660 lakhs plus villages, 60 lakh plus villages. It is a country having 5,500 number of cities, small cities, mega cities. It is a country having 25 crores of the families. It is a country having the peoples of 9 religions, peoples having 350, more than 350 caste and creeds, as well as the peoples are speaking 882 languages, out of which 22 scheduled languages and 30 languages are being spoken by more than 1 million person, and 122 languages are being spoken by more than 10,000 person. And what happening? And the other languages are being spoken by the local person, colloquial language, rural, tribal language, rural language, like this. And if you want to make the IT literate to everybody, we must have to reach to them with their own languages. That is why language is becoming a great barrier. That is why this is a great challenge. Language translation is a great challenge which will be creating a lot of opportunity in the future days to come. Unless we do that, and what agenda has been set by the United Nations. United Nations has set 17 agenda for the sustainable global development, for the empowerment of any country, for uplifting the standard of the life of the people. 17 agenda. We'll have to explore the possibility how we can make the effective of the ICT. This is a part of ICT in government. How to make the best utilization of the ICT in the agendas, different agendas set by the United Nations. That is part that how we can be able to, by using the ICT, we can eradicate the poverty, we can minimize or remove the hungers, we can provide the quality education, we can provide the good health and well-beings, and how can this IT will also help in making the gender equality, and it will help in providing the smart energy, clean energy, and good drinking water and sanitation, and a good work culture and economic growth, and industry innovation and infrastructure. These are the requirements for a nation. And people living on the earth, creatures living below the earth, but the water, under the water, peace and tranquility and harmony, collaboration, developing the sustainable cities. All of these are the 17 agendas have been set by the United Nations for empowering of the country. And this target has been set that how the country can fulfill it by 2030. I do think India is a very appropriate country, very leading country to use the information and communication technology in this direction to make this country more empowered. Though we are having a lot of challenges, there is no doubt. We are having a lot of challenges, and that because that we are having the challenges, our multiple religion is a challenge, the language barrier is the challenge, socio-economic disparity is the challenge. All the challenges are there because economic challenge, all these things. But very fortunate matter that we are leading in every aspect. So far as the digital transaction is concerned, India is number one in the world. So far as everything we are in increasing mode. So definitely what Durgesh has told yesterday, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, I am just justifying that point, as it has been told in a Sanskrit slok, that what is the concept? Brahmang Bahanam Jesang Tesang Trikacha Dhainam Pasala Bam Karanam Te Patu Rakshak Sarvada. अर्थात मैं इसका मीनिंग समझाता हूँ। ब्रू मतलब वृषभ, हा मतलब हंस, ग मतलब गरुड़, ब्रंगंग वाहनंग देशंग तेसंग त्रिकच धारणम। ये तीनों जिसका वाहन है, किसका वाहन? वृषभ शिव जी का, हंस ब्रह्मा जी का, गरुड़ विष्णु जी का। ब्रंगंग वाहनंग देशंग तेसंग त्रिकच धारणम, जिसका त्रिशूल, त्रिकच धारणम, त्रिशूल कौन धारण करते? शिव जी धारण करते, कमंडल ब्रह्मा जी, चक्र विष्णु जी। ब्रंगंग बानंग देशंग तेसंग त्रिकच धारणम पासाल वाम करणम, पा मतलब पार्वती, किसका? शिव जी का बाएं, सावित्री विष्णु जी का बाएं रहते हैं, पासाल वाम करण से पात्र रक्षक सर्वदा। अर्थात वृषभ, हंस, गरुड़, ये तीन देवता जिसका, ये तीनों जिसका वाहन है। त्रिशूल, कमंडल, चक्र, ये तीनों जिसका आयुध है। पार्वती, सावित्री, लक्ष्मी, ये तीनों देवियां जिसका पत्नी है। वाम वाम करेणम, पत्नी का स्थान बाएं होते हैं, इसलिए इसका नाम वामा होता है। ये तीन देवता भगवान विष्णु, महेश्वर और ब्रह्मा जी, जैसे आप सबका रक्षा करे, यहाँ का छात्र का भविष्य उज्जवल करे, इसी प्रकार का बिजनेस, इंडस्ट्री और गवर्नमेंट को विशेष करके हमारा देश में इसको बलवती बनाए, इसको इतना स्ट्रांग करे, ये तीन पिलर इतना आगे बढ़े, भारत एक आत्मनिर्भर भारत बने, भारत एक विश्व गुरु का रूप में अपना को परिचय दे, और भारत एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत का कॉन्सेप्ट प्रतिपादित हो, ये हम लोग का लक्ष्य है। ये 2 दिन का कॉन्फ्रेंस में, सम्मेलन में, डेफिनेटली आई डू इमेजिन एंड आई एम क्वाइट कॉन्फिडेंट दैट लॉट ऑफ स्पीकर्स हैव पार्टिसिपेटेड, 14 invited speaker and 14 contributed technical the keynote speaker. They have given discussion lot of things, and they have given lot of ideas about the various sub themes. Apart from many paper presentations are there, and so much knowledge you have gained. And definitely, I urge the participant, what the knowledge you have gained, and try to make it in the practice अपना लाइफ में लाइए, क्योंकि भगवत गीता में एक पंक्ति याद आता है, तो जदा चरति श्रेष्ठा तत्तदा इतरे जना सहजत प्रमाण कुरुते जना तदनुवर्तते। अर्थात जदा चरति श्रेष्ठा, जो विद्वत जन बोलते हैं, जो महत्जन बोलते हैं, जो महानुभव बोलते हैं, साधारण लोग इसी में अनुप्राणित होते हैं। वो जो प्रमाण कर देते हैं, हम उसी रास्ता पर चलते हैं, उसी मार्ग में चलते हैं, तब हम जाकर अपना मंजिल प्राप्त करते हैं। हम छात्र समाज को बोलना चाहूंगा, मंजिल प्राप्त करने के लिए आपका पास डिवोशन, डेडिकेशन, डिटर्मिनेशन, ये 3D फैक्टर होना चाहिए। मंजिल दूर हो सकता है, रास्ता कठिन हो सकता है, पथ अवैध हो सकता है, कठिन हो सकता, दुर्गम हो सकता है, लेकिन लक्ष्य आपका अवैध होना चाहिए। इसको शब्द के साथ मैं फिर सब लोग को साधुवाद देता हूं, मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं सिम्बोसिस यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ अप्लाइड साइंस को, हमको आमंत्रित किए। अब विशेष करके दुर्गेश को तो हम धन्यवाद क्या दूंगा, इसको तो देना ही नहीं है। मैं सभी ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी मेंबर्स को अपना साधुवाद देता हूं, धन्यवाद देता हूं। विशेष करके ये जो ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी में नेहा मैम, इंदिरा मैम और वैशाली मैम और भी जो भी शिक्षकगण रहे, सभी को धन्यवाद देता हूं। मैं आभार प्रकट करता हूं यहाँ का प्रशासनिक महाधिकारी रजिस्ट्रार महोदय का, जो कि हमारे स्टेट से, बिहार से इतना सुंदर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए। और सबसे मेरा अंतर का सभी धन्यवाद, मेरा सभी आशीर्वाद, मेरा सभी स्नेह जाता है दुर्गेश के लिए। लेट अस कम टुगेदर, यूटिलाइज दिस ICT concept for the betterment of the man, for betterment of the families, for betterment of the society, for betterment of the country. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your blessings. So, ladies and gentlemen, experience speaks itself, and that's what was been visible in his address. Sir, beauty lies in the eyes of beholder, and thus you found everything to be so good here. Thank you so much for your appreciation. And you have empowered us with your presence, sir. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being with us. Talents and skills are crops that are nurtured, groomed, and given all possible opportunities to grow and bloom. Such as symbiosis, we acknowledge the efforts and contribution of each individual. A conference of this magnitude is not canvassed by a single individual, but it is a collaborative endeavor. Therefore, at this moment, we would like to extend our gratitude to all the participants, and then it will be followed to appreciate the core committee members who have played a pivotal role in making this event a success. So I now invite the esteemed member of dais to come forward and present this well-deserved token of appreciation to our dedicated participants and the committee members. Dais, kindly come forward. I request Dr. Durgesh Mishra to join the dais and escort them. We have Dr. G.S. Tomar along with us, though it's a virtual session, thanks to technology that you are joining us, sir. I request you also to join us in awarding the participations certificates to the participants, sir. Deepak, sir, can we have G.S. Tomar, sir? Deepak, sir? Can we have Deepak, G.S. Tomar, sir? Dias, kindly, can you please come forward for presenting the participation certificates? So the first participant we have in line is Madam Sidra Fatima. Can we have her with us? Madam Sidra Fatima. Mr. Rachit Jain. Mr. Rachit Jain. Madam Jyoti Kukade. Can we have a big round of applause to them? Next, can we have Ms. Jyoti Kukade? Dr. Devendra Chauhan. Dr. Devendra Chauhan. Ms. Vaishali Rathor. Do we have Ms. Vaishali Rathor? Mr. Ashish Sengar. Mr. Ashish Sengar. Ms. Devisha Solanki. Ms. Devisha Solanki. Ms. Devisha Solanki. Mr. Anurag Golvelkar. Mr. Anurag Gulvelkar. Durgesh sir, kindly join us. Dr. Timsi Kapoor. Dr. Timsi Kapoor. Mr. Arpan Singh Parihar. Let's give them a big round of applause. Mr. Arpan Singh Parihar. Miss Vidya Barpa. Miss Vidya. Mr. Govind Patil. Mr. Govind Patil. Mr. Kunal Rathor. Mr. Kunal Rathor. Can we have Miss Jaya? Dr. Pooja Talareja. Dr. Pooja Talareja. Dr. Amit Srivastav. Miss Ishita Paliwal. Miss Ishita Paliwal. So these were the participation certificates, ladies and gentlemen. This is Miss Isha Paliwal, Ishita Paliwal. So in line we would like to appreciate our core committee members. The first name in the list I have, Dr. Neha Gupta. Dr. Neha Gupta. Let's give a big round of applause. Dr. Neha Gupta, conference convener. Conference co-convener, Dr. Vaishali Joshi. Conference co-convener, Dr. Vaishali Joshi. Up next, we have Dr. Devendra Chauhan. Dr. Devendra Chauhan. Followed by Dr. Indrajit Kumar. I call upon Ms. Shruti Jain. Ms. Shruti Jain. Up next, we have Mr. Ankit Jain. Can we have Mr. Ankit Jain? Mr. Brijesh Srivas. Mr. Brijesh Srivas. Next, we have Mr. Ishwar Lal Rathor. Further, we have Mr. Monarch Raikwar. Mr. Monarch Raikwar. Next, we have Mr. Salman Khan. Can we have Mr. Salman Khan? So this is Salman Khan of Symbiosis. A big round of applause for him. Mr. Monty Sen. Next in line, we have Mr. Monty Sen. Up next, we have Dr. Ankit Saxena. Dr. Ankit Saxena. Next, we have Dr. Shehnawaz Ansari. Dr. Shehnawaz Ansari. Dr. SSPM Sharma. Can we have Dr. SSPM Sharma? Up next, we have Dr. Anupama Agarwal. Dr. Anupama Agarwal. Big round of applause to her. So these are the people behind the conference. They have brought it to this stage. Next, we have Dr. Ashish Khera. Dr. Ashish Khera. Up next, Dr. Ranjan Lanjekar. Dr. Ranjan Lanjekar. Further, we have Dr. Charul Jain. Dr. Charul Jain, can we have you on the dais? Up next, we have Dr. Ajit Tomar. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Applause must go on, students. And so we have Dr. Charul Jain with us. Last in the series is Dr. Indira Sharma, and that's me. So I would. So in the list, ladies and gentlemen, as the event is not incomplete without the staff support for all the activities. So I call upon the staff core members. Let's call upon CA Shikha Chaudhary. Let's put our hands together, ma'am. Further, we have Mr. Ashutosh Nima. Mr. Manish Singh Chauhan. Next is Mr. Manish Singh Chauhan. Mr. Sunil Donge. Can we have Mr. Sunil Donge? Mr. Jay Prakash. Mr. Jay Prakash. Up next, we have Mr. Anshuman Jain. Applause must go on. That's the appreciation. And these are the results. Mr. Anshuman Jain. Can we have our IT support? Mr. Deepak Mandloi. Mr. Deepak Mandloi. Mr. Bhavesh Thakur, the campus administrator. The campus administrator, Mr. Bhavesh Thakur. Mr. Amit Holkar, can we have Mr. Amit Holkar? Okay, so we have Mr. SSPM Sharma with us. Can we have you on dais, sir? This is the appreciation of efforts being put by you. Let's give a big round of applause to him. So that were the people behind the show. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, dais, for doing the honors. You can kindly take your seats. Thank you so much. It is indeed a moment of full joy, a moment about pride and accomplishment, a moment of celebration. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling the commitments. Let's put our hands together for Team Conference. Thank you so much, GS Tomar sir. Thank you for your presence. Being online and witnessing everything is a pleasure for us. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure to be with you.
His voice is not audible, Deepak sir. Deepak sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
It was really indeed grateful to be part of this ceremony, and I appreciate the proceedings.
Thank you so much, sir. Further, we move towards, expressing the gratitude. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. To show such gratitude in our actions, I would like to invite Dr. Durgesh Mishra. Dr. Durgesh Mishra on the dais for presenting the memento to the honorable dais. Dr. Durgesh Mishra, can we have a big round of applause? I request Dr. Durgesh Mishra to present a memento as a token of gratitude to Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. A.K. Nayak. Dr. A.K. Nayak. Up next, I would like Dr. Mishra to present a memento as a token of gratitude to Dr. M.K. Badapanda. Dr. M.K. Badapanda. Thank you for your presence, sir. We are humbly. Up next, I request Dr. Mishra to present a memento as a token of gratitude to Mr. MPS Chawla. Thank you, sir. So, sir is virtually connected with us, Dr. G.S. Tomar. Sir, we kindly extend our sincere gratitude and a humble note of thanks to you. But
Thank you very much.
We shall
Words are more than sufficient.
But sir, it's a moment of memory, so we shall be sending it to you by courier. Thank you so much.
No, sometimes I may visit also. There is no problem.
That is our privilege, sir. You're most welcome.
Yeah, it is in program.
Yeah. So up next, I request Dr. Durgesh Mishra to extend a memento to Mr. Siddharth Shankar, Registrar of Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences. Further, I request Dr. Durgesh Mishra to extend a token of gratitude to Madam Dr. Neha Gupta. Madam Doctor. Okay. Big round of applause. In the series, I request Dr. Durgesh Mishra to extend a token of gratitude to Mr. Akhilesh Tripathi. Mr. Akhilesh Tripathi. Further, I request Sir to hand over the memento to Dr. Vaishali Joshi, Conference Convener. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dias. Thanks for doing the honors. You may please take the seats. Proceeding further, last but not the least, as the quote by an Italian writer goes, we do not remember days, we remember moments. For making this event a memorable one, I would now like to invite Dr. Neha Gupta, conference convener, to formally propose a vote of thanks. Ma'am, please.
Thank you so much, Indira ma'am. So it's my honor to present the vote of thanks. I stand before you with a profound sense of gratitude and immense pride as we are bringing the valedictory ceremony of 3rd IEEE International Conference ICT Big 2023 to a close. Today we witnessed the conversion of mind from across the globe, united by shared passion for advancing technology and innovation. First and foremost, our heartfelt thanks to our esteemed chief guest of honor, for gracing this occasion with their presence. Your insight and words of wisdom have added immense value to our conference, inspiring all of us to strive for excellence in ever evolving landscape for information and communication technology. I extend my sincere thanks to the management with their support. A special thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Registrar Sir, for providing continuous guidance. I also express my gratitude to our beloved Director Sir for adding immense value for organizing this conference. Our sincere appreciation extended to the diligent members of the organizing committee, whose meticulous planning and tireless efforts have ensured the seamless execution of this particular conference. Your commitment to excellence have been vital in making ICT Big 2023 a resound success. Last but not least, a heartfelt thank you to all the delegates and participants. Your active engagement and enthusiasm participation have transformed this conference into a vibrant platform for the exchange of ideas and cultivation of lasting connections. Thank you all for your invaluable contribution, and here's to the success of the 3rd International Conference of ICT Big 2023. Thanks to all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am. One of the participant, Madam Vaishali Rathor, could not receive her certificate. I request her to come on the dais. I humbly request the dais if they can kindly present the participation certificate to her. This will be a real motivation to her. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Dias. Thank you, Vaishali, and congratulations. Thank you. I guess Garima Joshi ma'am is also left. Do we have Garima ma'am? Yeah. Applause must go on. Dr. Shweta Mishra for her participation certificate. Dr. Shweta Mishra, can we have a big round of applause, students? Thank you, Dias. Thank you so much. Here, I would like to say that time is a master of ceremonies who would end up putting us in our rightful place. We advance, stop, retreat according to its orders, and our mistakes lies in imagination, that we cannot catch him out. Well, I believe that's about it ladies and gentlemen, we are calling up ICT Big Conference 2023 and looking forward to host such conferences in future. I, on behalf of Symbiosis, formally invite you to the upcoming conference being hosted by Symbiosis. For further details, you can check with the website of Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences. So, ladies and gentlemen, as a tradition and mark of formal closing of the event, I request the dignitaries and August gathering to raise for national anthem. Yes, sir. Deepak sir, can we have national anthem? I guess there is a technical glitch. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलति तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे भारत माता की जय. I extend my sincere thanks to dignitaries for sparing their valuable knowledge and time. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful and fun-filled evening. Thank you so much. Students, buses will depart at 5:30
Thank you.
and
Thank you
tea
very
is being
much.
organized. High tea is being arranged in the cafeteria session. And the buses will move at 5:30. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Student coordinators can gather on dais for the photograph. Student coordinators, I request the dais to please stay on dais. Student coordinators are invited on the dais for the photo session, group photo. All the students can come on the dais.